All right, so the Nasdaq tech is all selling off. It's all crashing right now. Everybody's panicking. People are worried about inflation. People are worried about treasury bonds, and it's all going to crap. The only things that are actually increasing are the recovery stocks. All of the stocks that everybody's expecting to do well, the travel stocks, hotels, leisure, amusement parks, airlines, cruise lines, everything like that, that is all recovered. Everybody's rotating off to those stocks, and tech and Nasdaq are falling because of it. Then to throw all that into the equation, we have this blockage that just happened in the canal, and some people are speculating on whether that's going to affect inflation. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not an economist, so I can't really speak to that. Maybe it does. I don't know. But I want to speak on what I am personally doing in preparation of all this. I want to continue to have cash. They did a news coverage like late tonight. I'm shooting this on like a Sunday night before I finish up packaging for my orders and going to sleep. So they said that the cargo ship has been dislodged a little bit. It's moved, but they're still trying to get the front of the ship out. Even with that news, the futures are still declining. So I don't know, maybe people were figuring that the ship would be a little more pulled out by now. Maybe they're hoping it would be good by morning. We're still waiting to kind of see how quickly it's going to turn around. A lot of people think that when high tide kicks in on Monday morning, that's going to help lift the ship back out of it. But then a lot of people are wondering what is going to happen with, how quickly are they going to be able to get it going? Are ships going to be able to go around it? It's a pretty big ship, so we're wondering if people are going to be able to pass it on the side while they hold it up and continue to do inspections to make sure it's even safe to continue on its journey with the livestock and whatever else that it has on board. So I think people are still up in the air on that. Me personally, I don't care about that. I am a long-term investor. So what I see is an opportunity to potentially buy low. A lot of people panicking because of this and selling off. I'm going to try to capitalize on that. I had a mistake that I did earlier this month, I believe, when we had our first kind of big dip for this year, in tech at least. I was doing some buying, but I bought a little bit too early, so I unloaded some of the cash that I probably should have trickled in a little bit slower, and I was buying in on stocks that I currently own because I was trying to bring down the average price within my Roth IRA. I was trying to lower my average cost basis within my stocks, but I probably should have been investing it in another way. And the other way was to evaluate what stocks have dropped the most, right? So why would I invest in something that's dropped maybe 10%, 15% when something has been dropping for a long time now and is down 50% from its highs? I'm talking about like, the EV stocks like Tesla, NEO, CCIV, a lot of these stocks that have been falling for a long time and are kind of value plays right now. It's almost become the value play because everybody's been selling off these tech stocks in order to move into the recovery stocks and cyclical trades. So I could potentially take advantage of that and get into some of these stocks for pretty cheap. And I could treat them either one of two ways. I can either trade them as a long-term play. They're cheap. Get in a NEO at 34, 35 to just hold it long term because I want to be in it for a long term because I see it as a good company and a great growth play. Or two, I can treat it as a trade. I could get in it tomorrow or Tuesday or whatever, however the market responds, it dips more. I could get in at that point and I can take that and get in cheap. The market realizes they may have oversold on it and it bounces back and they start buying it up again, and then I can immediately move out of it. I could sell it, take my quick profits, and move on to something else. Invest that money into higher conviction trades or other trades, companies that I want to be in, consolidate down. Maybe I don't want to play all these 50% drop, 60% drop trades and have money in there and then be spread out among 20 companies. Like, I don't need that when I don't have a ton of money right now in my portfolio, at least in the Roth IRA. I have $50K plus in the Roth 401k, but I don't have as much play money in the Roth IRA. So I may spread myself out across these 20 companies or whatever, or that's just a number, just 20 companies or a larger amount than I am right now. Buy the companies that have dipped pretty far. Then when they bounce back, sell off, consolidate into a much smaller amount of stocks. That's kind of my way of thinking of approaching this right now. And the good thing is that it's a Roth IRA, so I won't have to pay any taxes on any of the capital gains that I am making with the short-term trades, if they do in fact stay short-term and not long-term. So I'm going to watch it. I want cash on hand. That's going to be very, very important, not only for this week, but in the coming weeks and months, because we're still concerned about inflation. We may not be done with this whole inflation talk until maybe July. Once that goes around, we probably should have had enough numbers by now for the Fed to kind of give us what the real numbers are. We're not looking at projections anymore, and we can finally make a decision on where we're going to go from there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stock up on cash. One thing is I'm going to have my Roth IRA is almost maxed out with contributions, so I need to go ahead and I'm going to get another non-retirement account open, because I need to have a place to place money and do trades immediately if I see an opportunity, presented to me. So that's a main goal. Like, I need to get that account before I even max out the Roth IRA. I need to have that account open and ready to go, so I can immediately start funneling cash there to start making plays. Right now, I talked in another video, I just got a raise and a bonus, and then the stimulus check just hit. So I have a lot of money ready and available to deploy. So that's, and then I am in a position with my side business that I'm running where I'm going to have more excess cash. I'm almost at a position where I'm going to start paying myself finally. I was been taking all the money and throwing it back into it to make it grow faster and faster and faster, because they're immediately reinvesting all the profits to buy more inventory and get more inventory listed, get it sold, and then you're not having to worry about like, oh, I can't buy as much because I don't have the money because I paid myself. I was not trying to do that. I wasn't trying to pay myself anything, because I wanted to get to a position where I had enough capital that if some kind of opportunity came across, my desk, I can say, okay, here's 10,000, and then buy something and then continue to grow. So I'm at a position now where I feel comfortable with the capital. I may wait 1 more month or 2 more months, but once I start paying myself out, I'll make a pretty good profit every month. Like this month, I'm going to be over $3,000 profit. So having an extra $3,000 coming in every single month is good money to have, to be able to take advantage of the market when it does in fact dip. So that's what I'm going to be paying attention to for this week, the next upcoming weeks, the next months, up until July at least. My job is to really, really nail down this side hustle and get as much money and just try to juice this thing for as much as I possibly can. So hopefully that doesn't affect these videos. Hopefully I'm still able to produce these videos and get them out to you guys weekly. This one, I wanted to get this out on Saturday. I know I'm shooting this on a Sunday night, so it's not technically the way I wanted to get it done. I needed the sleep this weekend to kind of recover from the week that I just had. It's been a tough go at my job, trying to work through all the job and then come home and do my side hustle. So it's really kind of weighing on me. I needed that sleep, and then I hadn't seen my family since January, so I went and visited them, spent some family time with them this weekend as well, so much needed. So kind of burning the candle at both ends, but I'm hoping that I can get back on track this week. And I just wanted to share kind of like where I'm at with my status on how I'm approaching this week, kind of more along my journey. Like I said, I want to be more up to date with you all on how I am progressing financially. It doesn't do any good if I'm not putting any of these videos out there, so y'all can follow along and see kind of my status and my progress and what it is I'm doing to achieve the goals that I'm trying to achieve. And this is just one of those videos. It's just kind of a status update. So it's time to finish doing my packaging up on the things that sold this weekend, and I will be ready to shoot another video in a couple of days to edit it and then potentially get it out this next upcoming weekend. So hope to talk to y'all soon, and if you want to continue following on this journey, hit that subscribe button. Also like it to help me out, help growth, and inspire others. Talk more about money, and see y'all next time.